and wondering, how do you spell Gruzolonic? We believe it's G-R-U-Z-I something, but let's just call him Leather after that. In the 8th, John Smiley against Will Cordero chops one down at third. Nobody gets it, but Gruzolonic is maybe Leather, but he's not quick on the base paths. He's out at third. Next man up is Moises Alou facing Smiley, and he crushes him deep to left, and Riverfront will not hold that. 6th home run of the year, and John Smiley reciting, I believe that is the 23rd Psalm. Expos win 6-3. First loss of the year for John Smiley, who gave up 2 home runs in the game. He had given up just 2 in his previous 7 starts. Jose Rijo, by the way, will be activated Saturday after a stint on the DL. First place Phillies hosting the Marlins. Please get off the dugout. Top of 4, scoreless tie. David West pitching. Jeff Conine smacking deep straightaway center field over the fence. 1-0 Marlins, his 7th. Still top of 4, and we have got a Hawk sighting, Andre Dawson. And Andre still knows how to go opposite field, doesn't he? Solo shot. That is gone. And the Marlins, yes, the Marlins are a winner 2-1. The home run from Dawson, his 400th in the National League. Pat Rapp gets his.
Geronimo Baroa on third. The squeeze by Scott Brocious. Gordon. Gorgeous grab. Flip to Brett Maine. And Baroa is out. It stays scoreless. Into the 8th. Still 0-0. Gordon striking out Andy Tomberlin. Maine cannot hang on, so Tomberlin reaches first. Later in the inning, Ruben Sierra is up. Slaps a single. Up the middle. Tomberlin around to score, and the A's are up 1-0. To the top of the 9th, Todd Stottlemyre protecting a 1-0 lead. Maine swinging a miss. Vince Coleman strikes out, but with 2 down in the 9th. Oh, no. Oh, yes, says Tom Goodwin. The first homer of his career. We're tied at 1. To the 13th, KC. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Grounder to McGuire. Oh, Mark McGuire almost never makes that mistake. Just throws it away entirely. 2 runs score. Big Mac can't believe it. A rare miscue as the Royals win 3-1, make it 7 in a row for KC. Todd Stottlemyre, brilliant, but he has nothing to show for it because he's trying to break the Mariners' 4-game slide with smoke for Kirby Puckett. But Kirby gets revenge. In the 6th, 2 out, and the bases are loaded.
All you can do is just offer.
Here it comes. There it goes. Grand slam for Kirby Puckett. The 7th of his career. 8-1 Twins, and the big unit knows it right away. Twins go on to win 10-1. Johnson suffering his first loss of the season. He allowed 8 runs in 6 innings of work. Brad Radke went 7 innings for the victory. His
counting. Bottom of 4, Rockies threatening 2 on for Andre Scalaraga, and Tommy Glavine induces him to pop up if Jeff Blauser can squeeze. And he does. Top of 5, runner on 3rd. Glavine helping himself with the knock up the middle. Javi Lopez scores 1-0 Braves. And then bottom of 9, Bichette on 1st. Vinny Castilla can win the game, but he grounds into the 6. 2-4, 2-3, inning ending, game finishing, Glavine winning double play. Braves win it 2-0. Glavine throws a 6-hitter for his first shutout in nearly 2 years. Atlanta ups its record all-time to 25-3 against the Rocks. Mets and Astros at Shea. We picked this thing right up in the 12th. Tied at 2. John Franco to Brian Hunter. Little looper into right. Craig Shipley was on 2nd. He is going to come around. 3-2 Houston. They think they've got this thing 1-12, but let's go to the bottom of the inning. Runners 2nd and 3rd. Jose Vizcaíno breaks his bat on that thing. John Hudek, the pitcher, it's good enough to score Jeff Barry, so we're tied at 3. Let's go to the 15th now. Doug Henry pitching, Brian Hunter hitting, and this thing is a shot deep into the Queensboro night sky, and that is gone. Next batter, Biggio also homered, so it's 5-3, but in the bottom of the 15th, yes, the Mets rally again. Brett Butler singles past the outstretched Biggio. Orsulak scores. Todd Hundley scores, and this thing is going to go on forever. We're tied again in 15 at 5, but then in the 16th. Look at John Cangelosi, and excuse me very much swing, and the thing bounces off the foul line right into fair territory. Couldn't do that again if you tried. He would get on base, and that would be critical because Jeff Bagwell would come up, single through the middle off of Eric Gunderson. Cangelosi comes around to score, as does Hunter. 7-5 Houston, and no, the Mets did not have an answer for that. So the final in 16 innings, both teams score in the 12th. Both teams.
Indians at Jacobs Field, bottom of the 1st. Here it comes, and there it goes. Sterling Hitchcock serving up the homer to Omar Vizquel, his fourth, but the Indians would not get much more off of Hitchcock. Albert Bell at first. Albert Bell is picked off in the fifth. Manny Ramirez is picked off, thrown out at second base. Yanks holding on to a 2-1 lead in the eighth. Omar, single up the middle. Wayne Kirby scores, and we are tied at 2. Ahead to the ninth. 2-2 game, bases loaded for Bernie Williams.
Here we go. And
ground ball into the hole, base hit. Pinch runner Gerald Williams scores. Bernie with 3 hits in the game. The Yankees come up with 2 in the ninth to pull it out 4-2. The Yankees have won 4 of their last 6. They have unlocked the cellar door and gotten out of the basement in the East, said manager Buck Showalter. We played well against arguably the best team in the league. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Brewers and Red Sox in Boston. Top of the first, 2 men on. Eric Hansen in trouble. Joe Oliver base hit to left, scoring David Hulse. Hansen would give up 3 runs in the first inning. Brewers with some D. Pat Listash. Robbery on Luis Alicea. And Mo Vaughn. Line drive, Derek May, got it. Bottom of the ninth. 4-3 Brewers, 2 outs. Mike Fetters is pitching to Mo Vaughn. Swing and a miss. Fetters with his 5th save of the year. 4-3 Milwaukee. The Brewers have won 3 in a row, while Hansen.
Chris Sabo at first, and hey, look, the new guy's putting on the double steal. Sabo, he's in at second, and Langford, he scores when the ball gets away. Aggressive managing, they like to see that. Cards lead 6-2. Top of 9, up 6-5. Tom Henke pitching. Royce Clayton is Mr. Frosty. Next batter, Steve Scarsoni assumes the same position, and Jorgensen gets the handshakes. Walt Jocketty proud of his move. Cards a winner 6-5. Win number 1 for Jorgensen, though the Cards did win 4 of their last 5 before.
2 men on in the first. Single to center. Juan Gonzalez scores as the Rangers put 3 on the board in the first inning. Then he says, give me some more Danny Darwin, and McLemore gets some more. RBI single, Ivan Rodriguez around to the plate. Rangers would go up 6-2. Now, give me some glove. John Olerud up the middle. Benji Gill. Gorgeous. Gorgeous diving stop, throws him out. 7-3 your final. Texas a winner. Darwin gave up 6 runs and lost his 7th straight start. The Rangers, they are hot. They've won 7 of 9. Roberto Alomar played. Where's Dickie V, baby? He wants some airtime. Todd Candiotti got plenty of airtime, struck out 5. During the 7th inning stretch, Cubs broadcaster Harry Carey trying to fire up the group. Still scoreless in the 9th. Hojo at the plate, and here it comes. Holy cow, there it goes off of Rudy Sayanez. 2-0 Chicago. Hojo hitting only 129 in 62 at-bats this season. With the trade for Todd Zeal, Hojo's playing time could be limited even more, said Johnson. I can't control those things. I just hope I can stay here. The Padres pound the Pirates 12-4. Tony Gwynn drives in 4. Andy Bennis lost his arbitration case on Friday, winning his first game of the season. Bennis will have to settle for $3.4 million this season. Brett.
Back to the AL. O's and Tigers, bottom of 1. Travis Fryman on first, and Cecil putting his weight into it. And you know that's not a joke. Upper deck off of Ben McDonald, EIEIO, 3-0 Tigers. And say what you will about the umpires, you never like to see that. Jim McKeon gets plunked on the elbow.
Oh, my goodness.
You know it's excruciating. He would have to leave the game. He went to the hospital for x-rays on the elbow. Tigers win 5-3. Cal Ripken grounded into his
first start, but in the rain. Sharp in the first, 11 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. Some help from Barry Larkin on the nice play to get Will Cordero. But it rained for 72 minutes. Rijo didn't come back. Top of the 7th, C.J. Nitkowski on. The Reds' lead is 4-3. 2 on and 2 out. And Tony Tarasco, a grounder to second. Nitkowski has to cover, and it bounces off his glove. Kruzelanek scores to tie it at 4. So it goes 4-4. Bottom 8, 2 on for Jeff Branson off of Louis Aquino. The hit to right scores Ed Taubensee. It's the game-winning run. Reds win by the score of 5-4. Stop a 3-game losing streak. Jeff Brantley got the save. Up to the Pirates, who were losers to San Diego 11-8. Fernando homered in this game, was staked to an 11-0 lead, but didn't get the win. Bryce Flory got his first big league win. Pod win today, and San Diego's at 500. Marlins and Phils. Phillies get it done 11-4. No Dykstra, no Hollins, no Jeffries, but they pound out 10 hits. Had a 5-run and a 6-run inning. Andre next 10 days, couple of weeks. Eddie Murray's closing in on 3,000 hit, folks. Yesterday at the J, career hit 2.989 off of Andy Pettitte. So 11 to go for 3,000. Okay, bottom 9, 3-2 Chicago. Nobody on. Rob Dibble hits JT Snow. White Sox bench concern. Bases loaded. Couple of hitters later. Roberto Hernandez hits Garrett Anderson. Snow scores. It was 3-1. I was incorrect. Now it's 3-2. Next batter, Gary DiSarcina. Hernandez, ball 3. John Shulock hears barking from Frank Thomas, who gets tossed, barking about the calls from first, and he goes ballistic. So does Terry Bevington, who gets tossed, and this is a fine. Next pitch, same at bat. Remember, the last pitch was ball 3, ball 4. Run scores were tied at 3 in extra innings. Guess the end was near. Much the premature call by the home plate umpire.
Base hit right field. Here's Edmonds around third. They're going to bring him in. Here's the throw from Devereaux. The ball dropped. The Angels win. The Angels win.
A dramatic win for California. Abbott strung 8th, blown by the White Sox pen. Rob Dibble blows his first save in nearly 2 years. Would have been his first save in nearly 2 years. The Sox now, they are sliding. They've lost 6 of 7. And the Angels, as you see, cut Mitch Williams yesterday. Minnesota going for 3 straight in Seattle. Tom Kelly's team down 3-0, down 6-0. Edgar Martinez sent Rich Becker into the wall, and he came back with just a little bruise. Edgar's 11th of the year. Chris Bosio was the beneficiary of the offensive explosion for the Mariners. In the 6th, it wasn't his glove, but his throwing hand that got in the way of that bouncer by Pat Mears. Bosio hurt his knuckle, later gave up a homer to Kirby, left the game, went to the hospital for x-rays of the ring finger. They were negative. Bosio will keep his hand in a splint, have it renew. The offensive onslaught, that is Mike Benjamin. Top of the first, a ground rule double to left center. As in the last show, we're going to project him as the NL Player of the Week tomorrow. Bottom of the first, bases loaded. Jose Bautista, yeah, that's a balk. Bases loaded. Brian Jordan scores. 1-0 Cards. Amusement. Top of the 4th. All that good beer he drank, huh? Mark Carrion to center field and carries all the way out. Cards fall, Cups fall. Not Cubs, Cups. 4-1 San Fran. Cards put Alan Watson on the DL. Giants are a game and a half out in the West.